All right, so now we have a list of names from the Epstein files. That's for all those of you who are shaking in your boots, hoping your name isn't on the list. So welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. It's Sunday night. Happy Sunday, everybody. And thank you again for watching and subscribing if you've been with me for a while. And if you're new, and I have to say this at the beginning of every video, because I don't want people walking away when they see a still shot. So what you see is what you get. We talk about the news of the day, try to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. You might get a tinge of politics, but that's what the channel's about. So this, as I said, over at Yahoo News via USA Today. Now this is from the email list and includes an economist, scientist, investor, journalist, all these elite types. Is your name on the list? Is my name on the list? No, it's not on the list, folks. I don't know Epstein from my ass or my elbow, okay? Now, it says here that the email exchange took place years after Epstein became a registered sex offender in 2008. And Epstein has been accused, or was accused, because he's passed on, which raises a question. Why is Congress, why are people so focused on this? I said before, I think the greatest justice there is in this case is that he offed himself, if in fact he offed himself. Justice was served. But I tell you what I think. I think a lot of people are just obsessed with these stories. They like stories about sex and scandal. It's just part of human nature, I guess. But it goes on to say he was accused of recruiting and trafficking more than 1,000 girls as young as 14 to engage in his sexual escapades alongside Ghislaine, or is it Ghislaine Maxwell, and other men. And these escapades took place in places like California, Florida, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, the UK, Virgin Islands. Shall I make a joke there? I mean, if you're doing this sort of thing in the Virgin Islands, are those islands still virgin? So here are some of the names that are on the list. Larry Summers, Treasury Secretary, ex-president of Harvard University. Eliza New, who has been married since 2005 to Larry Summers. Physicist Lawrence Krauss. Steve Bannon, pardon me, Steve Bannon's on this list. Apparently he was trying to get some advice on a flight because he couldn't make it out wherever he was at, or he was afraid his flight was going to get delayed. This was back in 2018 when he was an advisor to the White House under the Trump administration. There's Jonathan Farkas, scion of Alexander's department store. Biotech venture capitalist Boris Nikolic, I believe it is. Elon Musk is on the list. Now, I'm not going to go into details on each of these for the sake of time, but it looks like a lot of this was people seeking advice or advice on romance. I mean, if there's anybody you go to about romance or getting advice from about romance, it's Jeffrey Epstein. We have journalist Michael Wolff on the list. Goes back to October of 2016. So again, this is all over the board. It's all over the board. It just goes to show you the elite crowd that's out there. Now, I didn't see Trump's name mentioned in this article. There's been talk about that. You know, what his relationship was with, or wasn't with Jeffrey Epstein. But again, I think the greatest justice here is that the guy offed himself. And I think what should happen at that point is that all these victims should get a piece of his estate. Should get some money out of this. That's what I think. So we got Ghislaine Maxwell, or Ghislaine the Gasoline Maxwell, rotting in prison. Good for her. Good for her. But some of these people, it's like watching a soap opera. Notice how some of these characters on these, or practically all these characters on the soap operas are just pieces of you-know-what. And that's the storyline. And they got to keep the story going. So you keep watching. So that's the latest names dropped from the Epstein files, USA Today via Yahoo News via USA Today, however you want to say it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. You can follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. Find me at X, Culture Confederacy, at Culture Confed 1 on X, although I am getting that Instagram account kind of changed a little bit, so I'll update you on that as soon as that's all worked out. And if I didn't mention articles at Substack, maybe I'll write an article about this. But our main focus should be on America, not on the Epstein files. The fact that Congress wasted their time on this. I mean, isn't this something the court system should decide, not Congress? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time. God bless, keep up the culture, and y'all have a great Sunday night. Take care.